Welcome to Energy. On today's show, we'll find out how the city is working on creating a leaner government. This month's featured employee, Brian Hawkins, will be joining us to share his experience as a senior parks maintenance worker, and we'll show you all the great amenities our parks have to offer. This and more coming up on Energy. Welcome back. The O'Fallon Cultural Arts Gallery is getting ready for their next exhibit featuring Blank Canvas Studios, an amazing organization that is changing lives one paint stroke at a time.
Blank Canvas Studios is a program for adults with developmental disabilities to come and create and make art to the best of their abilities. In the eyes of the state, we're an adult day program, but we function as an outsider art studio. Our mission is to provide people the ability to create and express themselves in the best manner that they can, and to assist them in doing that.
Blank Canvas Studios offers a variety of mediums for students to showcase their talent. Everything from photography to movie making. These varied mediums allow the artists to express themselves and tell a story.
We've got some artists that are very exploratory. We've got Heidi Stuber, who is a magnificent artist in her own right and has kind of a national following. She takes and creates her own mediums. She'll create paints out of Crayola, and she's worked with staff to get different effects and different things. We've got a lady here who has a German heritage and grew up with German parents, and is that is very influential in her art. You can see that, and she's a writer and has her own blog. We've got an individual here that escaped Germany, or escaped Austria, to get away from Hitler with her family. And she's very, very fixated on horror themes and horror movies. So you can see a lot of the past, that a lot of things that these folks have gone through. They see the world very differently than we do, and a lot of that comes through in their art.
Blank Canvas Studios is an amazing outlet for the artist, not just for the opportunity to create works of art, but for what follows after their creations.
Each of the artists creates their own piece, sells it. When they come here, we guarantee them the opportunity to create and sell their art. And then we also do shows in the community. We've done various shows throughout the St. Charles and also throughout the country. We were featured in the St. Louis Outsider Art Fair and the New York Outsider Art Fair. It's a pretty unique place that we've got here, and being a part of this community is pretty cool.
Blank Canvas Studios will be at the O'Fallon Cultural Arts Center Gallery from April 15th through May 17th. The gallery is located in the Renard Spirit Center at 2650 Tri-Sports Circle. For more information on Blank Canvas Studios, please visit blankcanvasstudios.org.
The City of O'Fallon's Parks and Recreation Department recently participated in a program that helps provide helpful tips in becoming a leaner government. Joining us with more is Craig Felt, Recreation Superintendent.
The city's been involved with lean government here for quite a while, and the first part of that process was to send city staff to what they call a boot camp. And it was a 2-day event where we had presenters come in and kind of go through the whole lean government process, which included a Kaizen event and certain activities. Picked up a lot of information. It's just trying to find the process that maybe aren't working very well, and then there's ways to address those so that you come up with a response, with an answer that works better for those processes. We've just recently finished up the bid to contract process that was done by Susan Lane. We did a smaller process with the travel request forms that Pam Clement put together. So it's kind of an ongoing process. We're looking at other opportunities. With lean government, I think we're trying to look at our processes throughout the city and see if we can just be more efficient in every aspect, not just financially, but just staff hours, use of supplies and product and that kind of thing. I think it's the more people that get to have the opportunity to go through these boot camps, I think there's a good understanding of what we're trying to do citywide. And you know, some people who have gone through a Kaizen event or some of those things that actually got to go to the boot camp, it was almost like a moment of clarity for them. And you know, in return, I think if people got involved with the boot camp that haven't been in a Kaizen event and did that, I think they would see, you know, the whole point of what we're trying to do.
The City of O'Fallon recently received a grant that will help in replacing ash trees in the area that are in danger of the emerald ash borer, a beetle that is responsible for the destruction of ash trees in the United States. Replacement trees are currently being planted in the O'Fallon area.
Our intention here is to plant 300 trees total in the next 5 years, when we anticipate to lose about 267 ash trees on municipal property. So today we've begun with the first 64, and they'll be planted at T.R.I.M Stadium, here at Westhoff Park, at Civic Park, and also down in the south end of town at Sports Park. And today behind me they're planting sugar maples. And we will build in successive years as we move through this project. So we're hoping to have a gain in the number of trees by the time we're finished with this project in 5 years. This project is particularly important because when the emerald ash borer insect arrives, every ash tree that's in the community is destined to die. And we're planting trees proactively before the first ash tree is even cut down. The next step in our process is to apply for a T.R.I.M grant for 2016. And that's what's ahead of us here in late winter, and we'll put our submittal in for evaluation as the summer begins. The Conservation Department will scrutinize every application and award grants for planting in 2017. If you'd like to have more information about the emerald ash borer and how it affects the O'Fallon community, you can go to the City of O'Fallon's website at o'fallon.mo.us, and you click on the page that says Residents, and if you look down the drop down, there's Emerald Ash Borer. And on that page we have all the information you would need about what's happening and how it affects you as an O'Fallon resident.
Brian Hawkins, Senior Parks Maintenance Worker, is this month's featured employee. Here's more on Brian and his position with the city.
I take care of Dames Park, it's a football park. We take care of flag football, and also we work on athletic fields, such as Ozzie Smith Sports Complex and Westhoff Park for baseball. Basically, it's everything from taking care of the turf, such as top dressing, fertilizing, seeding, to the baseball and fields themselves, adding turfus, dirt areas, just keeping them in tip-top condition for play. It can be tough maintaining them throughout the year with the weather conditions and the amount of play we do have on our fields. We take a lot of pride in ensuring that they're the best that they can be, and everybody strives for that.
Besides maintaining ball fields, Brian is in charge of mowing, repairing equipment, trash cleanup, and setting up for events such as the Heritage and Freedom Fest, all of which makes for a busy schedule.
We're pretty much a 7-day operation. We work a lot of tournaments in the summers. We work our normal 40, and then on top of that we'll have tournaments that come in that we have to prepare for and set up for. Also, we work a lot of the festivals, and then during the winter, obviously, we snow plow as well.
Brian enjoys many aspects of his job, especially working events.
It's fun. You get They bring a lot of different vendors in and different types of events, so you get a little, you get to see a lot and meet a lot of people.
Brian started his career with the city 18 years ago and has seen a lot of changes through the years.
I've seen O'Fallon grow with the amount of programs they have added for baseball and football and the rec side of it, such as the events that are being held. I like being a part of it.
One great part of Brian's job is putting smiles on the faces of families who enjoy the city's amenities.
I like the satisfaction of providing people with a great place to come and play sports. The people that I work with, my fellow employees, are great. And I like being outside a lot. It's a good environment.
Attention young competitive swimmers. Here's a chance to up your game and compete through the Torpedo swim team.
So the Torpedo swim team is a summer rec league, a summer swim team that competes in the St. Charles County area. We compete against, I want to say 15 or 16 other teams all throughout St. Charles County. So we start as young as 5, as long as they can swim the length of the pool, and they can swim up until they're 18. We're really just a place for kids to go when they've completed a lesson program and they've gone through all of the how-tos and they just want to continue swimming. It's really just a place for them to go and become a little bit more competitive, in the sense of this is a nice feature for them to be able to go through and do in the trying to decide if they want to competitively swim or they just want to continue the lifelong sport of swimming. It's just the stepping stone for them. We start May 31st. We'll have a week of evening practices first, just because the weather doesn't always agree with us in May and the beginning of the summer. And we'll go until the end of July. Our championship meet is what they call the all-county meet, and that is an all-day event on Saturday. It's held at the St. Peter's Recplex, and that's really our championship meet. So kids have the opportunity to practice. We're one of the few teams in the area that offer a morning and an evening option for practice. So depending on their age group, practices start as early as 7 in the morning, and the latest start is right around 10 o'clock in the morning. And then the same for the evening. Evenings start right around 7 o'clock and go until practice ends about 9:30 at night, just depending on the age group. So we ask that they come to 3 practices a week minimally, and they can pick morning or evening practices, whatever works with their schedule. Parents and kids really like the program as a whole. Our team's really fun and energetic. We have a good mix of competitive swimmers who swim year-round, who go to high school states and swim USS swimming, and the kids that are just starting out. So it's a nice balance of the competitive and the I'm not so sure I really want to swim forever, and just meshing that all together and having fun on a summer swim team. If you're a previous swimmer, registration starts April 2nd. And that's for previous swimmers. If you're not a previous swimmer and you're a resident, you can start registering April 9th. Non-members can start to register on April 13th.
Are you planning for a special occasion? O'Fallon's Parks and Recreation Department has a facility to meet your needs.
O'Fallon's beautiful parks are home to a number of great facilities, and as the temps start rising, residents will want to get outdoors and enjoy our parkland. Got an event coming up or a special occasion? Consider renting our parks or the Renaud Spirit Center to make your next event unforgettable. Park facilities include athletic field rentals, pavilion rentals, and special locations like the Yield Home and the Civic Annex. While fees vary depending on the size, rental time, and other factors, all of our park amenities are affordable, spacious, and well kept.
If you're looking to have a summer gathering with your friends and family, please feel free to call our Parks and Recreation administrative offices, where we can help you book a pavilion or the Civic Annex. You can give us a call at 636-379-5606.
The Renaud Spirit Center also offers a wide range of amenities for your next special gathering. Basketball practices, pool parties, lock-ins, and much more are available at this premier recreation destination. The multi-purpose rooms, gymnasium, and natatorium offer plenty of space for big groups, and you'll have big fun at birthday parties hosted by the RSC as well.
People are going to love coming to the RSC to rent from us. From anything from gym rentals to come in to do practices for volleyball, basketball, to lock-ins to have your church or group come and meet with us, even for birthday parties here at the Renaud Spirit Center. Everything and anything's at your disposal, which is the best part about it, and usually everyone loves coming here to enjoy their time with us. So definitely check out our rates, check out our availability, and come in and see us anytime you got the time.
Head online to see what our Parks and Rec facilities can do for you. You can get more info at www.o'fallon.mo.us/parksandrec. Please note, you'll need to make a rental request in person at the Parks and Rec office or the Renaud Spirit Center.
The Parks and Recreation Department is proud to announce the recognition of 2 individuals who were honored at this year's Missouri Parks and Recreation Annual Conference. This annual event recognizes individuals for their hard work and dedication. Danielle Rex, Recreation Specialist for the Kids Programs, received the Outstanding New Professional Award. And Parks volunteer Frank Dvorak was honored with the Must Go Give Back Award.
Oh, it was a great surprise, and it was fun to be there, and with everybody else that was getting these awards at the Missouri Parks and Recreation Association. And my award was for volunteering and giving back to the community in a number of different activities.
I'm so honored to have received the Missouri Parks and Recreation Association's Outstanding New Professional Award. It's a great feeling to be recognized for my hard work. I'm just thankful to the great coworkers and supervisors who support what I do and embrace my crazy ideas. And I look forward to continuing to represent the city of O'Fallon in such a positive way.
Congratulations to both Danielle and Frank for their performance and dedication. Now we turn to this week's community calendar.
Are you looking for a 5K with a twist? Sign your family up for the Renaud Spirit Center 5K Challenge Run taking place on Friday, May 6th for ages 8 and up. The race will include an army crawl, tire run, and the slack line, to name a few. You're guaranteed to have a lot of fun, get a little dirty, and maybe even muddy. This is a recreational rather than an officially timed event, and all participants who reach the finish line will receive a medal. For more information, visit o'fallon.mo.us/parksandrec. Come early or stay after the challenge run and enjoy free entertainment with the whole family, including face painting, balloon twisters, and an outdoor movie. Sign your little ones up for Wii Tumblers. This introductory parent-child class offers a fun, safe way for youngsters to build balance, coordination, and self-confidence through basic tumbling skills, rhythm, and group interaction. It all starts on Tuesday, April 19th from 9:30 to 10 a.m. and from 4:20 to 4:50 p.m. at the Renaud Spirit Center. Cost is $37 for residents and $42 for non-residents. Are you a photographer that loves to shoot nature? You don't need to travel to exotic sites to get great nature shots. In this dynamic 6-week class, learn how to up your game in nature and scenic photography with great techniques for shooting landscapes, wildlife, and macro or close-up photos with equipment you already own. You'll finish up by putting your skills to use in a 4 to 6 hour weekend field trip. Registration ends April 12th. It all takes place on Tuesday, June 7th from 7 to 9 p.m. Cost is $48 for residents and $54 for non-residents. The Renaud Spirit Center is offering Girls Volleyball Clinic for ages 8 to 13. Girls will learn the basics of volleyball, sharpen skills, and have fun playing scrimmages in the 6-week clinic for beginners. It all starts on Tuesday, April 19th. For additional information, visit o'fallon.mo.us/parksandrec.
That's all for today's show. Thanks for joining us. We'll leave you now with scenes from O'Fallon Theater Works' production of Noises Off.
Which one are you then? Squire, or Acrimony Dudley?
I'm Trembling.
Walking in here like you own the place. I thought you was a burglar.
Well, I just came in to go into a few things. To check some of the measurements.
You've got it in your nostrils. You never forget it. 60 years now. The smell of the theater still haunts me.